In this lesson, we are going to begin building the basic part, the roller stud. And reading the directions, you can see this is step 1. And we're going to create this part in SolidWorks, and we want to make sure that we save the part after each question. This part's going to be created in millimeters, the number of decimal places will be set to 2, and the part origin is arbitrary. We also have a note telling us all holes extend through the entire part unless otherwise shown. And we can see, looking at the pictorial views, we have one hole feature, and it does appear to extend all the way through the part. But we'll verify this when we read the drawing views. This part's going to be made out of 1060 alloy, and we have 3 dimensions here, A, B, and C. After we complete the model, we're going to check the overall mass, and we're going to keep our fingers crossed and hope that our mass matches up with one of these 4 choices. Now I do have the correct mass highlighted, which is 299.13. So after we're done modeling this part, we should have the same mass. Now let's go to the drawing view screen. On this screen, we have the same directions. However, we have the front, top, and right-hand side view. Now there's many different ways to model this part. My approach has always been to think like a machinist. So I am going to begin by modeling the major features first, and that would be the 3 cylinders, the diameter 57, the diameter 44, the middle cylinder, and the diameter 28.5. Now, looking at these 3 views, you see the diameter 57 cylinder and the diameter 44 are concentric, and we can verify this in the right-hand side view. However, the diameter 28.5 cylinder is not concentric, it's eccentric. But looking at the right-hand side view, it appears to be tangent to the middle cylinder. So let's begin by modeling the 3 cylinders. I am going to switch over to SolidWorks and go into a new part file. You always want to verify your units are correct, and I do have MMGS, so I'm good to go. Like I said, there's many different approaches to building this model. I'm going to show you one option in this lesson. I am going to begin by going to my sketch ribbon, selecting the sketch button, and because the part origin is arbitrary, it really doesn't matter which plane you select. I am going to choose the right plane. I'm going to go to my sketch ribbon, select circle. Now I'm going to create the largest cylinder first. And this largest cylinder has a diameter of 57. Now, I am a firm believer in fully defining all your sketches. So I'm going to go back to my ribbon, select Smart Dimension, and apply a diameter 57 to this feature. And now the sketch turns black, and down in the status bar, it says fully defined. I'm going to go ahead and close out of the sketch, go to the Features tab, select Extruded Boss Base, verify my extrusion is pointing in the correct direction. And it looks like from the drawing, this thickness should be 21. So I'm going to go to my Property Manager and type a value of 21 and select the green check mark. Now there's our first feature completed. Now creating the second cylinder, I am going to take some shortcuts you may be familiar with. I'm going to tap the S key and a shortcut menu appears. I'm going to select Extruded Boss Base. Property Manager is prompting me for a face to sketch on. I'm going to select this front face here. I'm going to tap the S key again. I have my sketch tools. I'm going to select circle, create the circle, tap the S key, select dimension, and this value is 44. After I complete the sketch, which is fully defined, I'm going to close out of the sketch, and let's go ahead and rotate the part so we make sure we are extruding in the proper direction. And reading the drawing, this distance should be 25 millimeters. So I'm going to key in 25 and select the green check mark. And now we have our second feature. I'm going to do the same for the third feature. I'm going to tap the S key, select Extruded Boss Base. I'll select the new face. I'm going to tap my S key, circle. Now this time, this smaller cylinder is not concentric, but eccentric. So I'm just going to get my inference here from the origin, select my center point, and then snap to the middle circle. I'll tap the S key one more time, apply my dimension of 28.5, select the green check mark, Now notice I need to apply a relation. I'm going to hold down the control key, select both circles, and apply a tangent relation. Now this is where I'm a firm believer in fully defining sketches. When we created this sketch circle, we lined it up with the origin. We see net inference here. However, notice I can rotate this. I can move it. That's because no relation was applied. So I'm going to hold down the control key, select both points, apply a vertical relation. The sketch turns black. It's fully defined. I'll exit the sketch. And now I'm ready to extrude the feature. Viewing the drawing, it appears that we do not have this dimension given to us directly. However, we do have the A dimension of 102, and we have these two dimensions of 25 and 21. So in the SolidWorks screen, I can simply type in 102 minus 25 minus 21. So let's do that. I'm going to go over to the Property Manager. I'm going to type in 102 minus 25 minus 21. I'm going to close out of the Property Manager, and the feature is extruded. So this is one approach to creating the 3 cylinders on this part. In the next lesson, we'll take a different approach.